Greetings, listeners. Welcome to Consulting Between Friends. I'm your host, Michael Holmes Jr. Today's show, we will talk about a problem that affects a lot of different people, and that is having a disability. Some people with a disability have trouble functioning in life, but over the years, technology has solved this problem. So, the topic for today's show is how technology has made it easier to navigate through life with a disability. This episode will have a twist, however. I will discuss my challenges with having a disability and how technology has assisted me in overcoming my challenges. Also, I will be getting interviewed. Yes, I will be getting interviewed. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of Consulting Between Friends right after this short break. Everyone is always planning things, and advertising is needed to make it happen. So, if it's personal or business, let Pinpoint Designs and Images solve that problem. With Pinpoint Designs and Images LLC, you will receive quality work and professional service at a great price. The service that is offered: flyers, business cards, programs, invitations, photo books, ad booklets, and much more. Michael Holmes Jr., owner/principal designer of Pinpoint Designs and Images LLC, contact me by email or social media. Email address is pinpointdesignsandImages@gmail.com, and Instagram Pinpoint Designs, and Facebook Pinpoint Designs and Images. We are back. Having any type of disability can make life difficult, and sometimes you may want to just give up. Well, you don't have to feel this way about your life anymore. Having support from other people will make you feel confident in achieving your goals in life. Over the years, there has been countless inventions to help many people with disabilities and has helped change so many lives. Here are a few inventions designed to assist people with disabilities. 1. Television and radio. 2. Computers, internet, video. 3. Audiobooks. 4. Text to speech. 5. Debit card, electronic payment. 6. Braille devices. 7. Hearing aid. Television and radio are a form of entertainment, but can also be used for education. Television was a way to bring what we heard to life visually. Television allows the stories we imagine to come to life, showing us breaking news stories that express different issues and situations that has changed our lives. For example, in the 60s, the assassination of John F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr. were both televised to the public to show these horrible acts that has taken place in this country. Without this invention of the television, the only way we would have heard about these assassinations was by radio. Radio was the first invention to hear different events. With the radio, you had to imagine what you were hearing to understand the situation that was happening. For example, in sports, you had to use your imagination to figure out what was going on in each sporting event while listening to the radio. Using your imagination was the only way to bring the sport to life if you were not able to view it in person. With boxing, you can hear a description on the radio, but what you imagine might not have taken place. If the announcer only said, "A win by knockout," you could imagine a punch to the head. But It could have been a strong jab to the chest. The computer provide ways for people to store and retrieve information. Computers was a way to document what you were thinking about. With the educational computer software, you can learn a skill that can benefit you long term. For example, Rosetta Stone is a software that can teach you another language. The invention of the internet has changed the way we receive information every day. It gives us opportunities to explore different things around us. Also, it allows us to communicate in a different way. For example, chatting and video calls. When we all think about learning something new by video, the website YouTube comes to mind. Without the invention of the internet, YouTube would not exist. With YouTube, you have the option to learn many things and bring your talents to life to audiences. The internet also brought education learning closer to everyone. For example, online college courses and job training resources. Audiobooks are a great alternative to book reading, especially for people who have trouble reading and understanding the context of a book. It also allows the person to listen to the book anytime, anywhere. A popular app for listening to audiobooks is Audible, and it offers a wide range of books for anyone's taste. Text to speech offers a new way to process information. You can use this feature on different electronic devices such as your cell phone and computer. These devices assist us with our daily lives. For example, scheduling appointments, taking notes, having notifications to remind us about different tasks to complete. The debit card was created to have another way to purchase an item. Before debit cards, there were checks and cash only to purchase an item. Debit cards are also faster to use than filling out a check. If you have trouble counting money and processing how much to pay the individual and business, the debit card is perfect for this problem. A lot of apps was created to handle finances and to send money. Cash App, PayPal, Zelle, Venmo are a few examples. Other apps, such as Truebill, was created to assist individuals with financial issues such as budgeting. These products offers opportunity to feel comfortable handling finances on a daily basis. Braille devices are important for a person that is blind. The inventions of different devices for a person that is blind gave them a way to function in life. For example, a special computer keyboard was designed for a person to type with Braille on each letter. Also, having a computer speak what is on the screen for understanding. Here are a few devices that has improved the life of someone that is blind. The Braille Master is a software that transcribes Braille to be used on a printer to become text on Windows operating systems. This is a great device because it will translate what a person is saying using Braille to text so the other person can read what they are saying. When you think of note taking, it can be difficult to anyone, more so to someone who is blind. There is a program that can make this simpler called Active Braille. It can take the Braille display to note taker form and take the information stored from books that can be used via Bluetooth to Braille devices. For people who have hearing problems, the invention of hearing aids allowed them to have the ability to hear around them. The hearing aid now allows the person to have it behind the ear or in the ear canal. Some of the new hearing aids are Bluetooth and very discreet. This allows the person to have easier connection than the aids in the past. Another feature that is important is noise reduction. With this feature, the person can hear better in any environment around them. This way, the person can stay focused on what is going on around them. After a short break, we will return. We are back.
Time for the twist. My name's David, and I'll be interviewing Michael on consulting between friends. So, Michael, how was television important to your learning?
Well, television was important to my learning because I'm a visual learner. I always enjoy watching television and I always enjoy seeing different things around me. So the television brought things out that I would never thought of watching. See, I like interviews and I like biographies. Biographies, you will learn a lot about people and things. And I always want to know knowledge. So that is why the television was so important to me.
You also mentioned knowledge. How has knowledge affected your life, Michael?
Knowledge was important to me because I always wanted to know a whole lot of information. The reason why I wanted to know a whole lot of information because I knew that was the only way that I can learn multiple things since I do have a disability. When you have a disability, you basically have to stay a step ahead than most people because if you don't, you won't achieve your goal. So that is why information was so powerful to me in every angle.
How did the computer assist you in your learning?
The computer assists me in my learning a whole lot. See, I'm a visual learner, like I has mentioned. With the computer, it was a way for me to express myself and learn at the same time because I always was curious. So, with the computer when I was growing up, I basically taught myself how to fill up an application. I taught myself graphic design and a lot of other things. It basically broadened my horizon and showed me things that I did not think I would be capable of doing.
Why were videos important to your learning and understanding of technology?
First of all, my disability is reading comprehension, so videos are very important to me. The reason is I get more out of when I watch a video versus of me reading something. So when I see a video, I get to understand what is going on. I can express what I see, just like when I watch television. And the reason why technology is important to me is with technology, it allows me to basically function more in life, even though I have a disability.
How did audiobooks help to improve your education?
Well, you mentioned audiobooks. Just to let you know, I really enjoy listening to audiobooks. The reason is, when I listen to audiobooks, I get to understand what is going on more in the story. And the reason why that is really important to me is I never was really a good reader. So sometimes when I do be trying to read stuff, I basically be mixing up what I be reading. And what I mean by that is I might lose my place or I just don't understand what is going on in the story. So when that happens, I basically stop reading because it's like I can't follow along what's going on anymore. But when I listen to audiobooks, it takes that away from me. I can listen to the audiobook anytime, anywhere. I can be listening to it while in my room, working on a project, or at work at my leisure time. And I get a lot done when listening to an audiobook. I realize I can listen to maybe like 2 or 3 hours of an audiobook, more than what I can read out of a book. So for me, audiobooks are very important. Well, this started a long time ago with me with audiobooks. See, when I was in high school, I had a teacher who saw that I was not good of reading. So she came with the idea of getting her son to record on tape the book we was reading in class. When she told me that, I was really happy because she did something that really she didn't really have to do. She just believed it was a good thing for me to improve in my learning in the class. So she had her son record each chapter of the book and gave me the cassette tape of it for me to listen to it, for I can understand what's going on in that book. So it started at a younger age for me. And just now with technology more, you have choices like Audible to listen to a book. And I subscribe to it because I realize for me to improve my education, audiobooks is something that I really need to look into. So that is why I really enjoy audiobooks.
Text to speech is very popular now. Did these devices assist you in learning?
Yes, it did. And also with text to speech, you have devices like Alexa and you have devices like Google. And both of those, I use those. Um, I have basically the Alexa sit on my desk when I'm working on stuff. So when I get stuck on certain things, I will basically ask it to give me a definition of it. And that's really the reason why I purchased the device at first. Because I always had different electronic devices when I was growing up to help me with my learning problem. So things are getting better now in technology. So I say this would be a perfect time for me to get this device. And I also realized it was helping me along the way. And I really like that it helps me along the way. For me, since I have a disability, this really works a whole lot. And for lots of other people, the same. So text to speech is really a great invention. Another thing with text to speech, there's a device that's out right now that I don't have, which I would like to have, which is called the OrCam Read. With the OrCam Read, if you have a disability like dyslexia, which I do, what I love about it is basically scan the page and then you get to listen to what you see. So it will literally read what it see. Now that is a really good invention. That is what I mean that technology is really helping people with a disability.
How are debit cards beneficial to your everyday financial life?
Debit cards are very important to me. The reason why debit cards are very important to me is I never was really good at counting money. So the invention of the debit card has really helped me out a whole lot. See, I really don't like carrying lots of money. The most amount of money I might carry is $40 to $60. The reason is I know I definitely can count that, and I believe that's all I need to have in my pocket at the time. So the debit card, I really rely on the debit card. And another thing that I rely on with finances is I really love using like PayPal and Zelle and Cash App and Venmo once in a while. And what I like about PayPal is that I can pay bills with this app. That's what I mean. I can pay bills with this app. With PayPal, it allows me to pay my bill and keep track of what I'm spending, and it will show me a receipt of what I'm spending. And another app that I really rely on a lot now is it's called Truebill. Truebill keeps tracks of my finances, and it will basically show everything I have spent within a month. And for me, that's really important. Because the other thing is, I'm not good at balancing my accounts. So the invention of the debit card and the invention of other apps for financial purposes, for me, is very important. I rely on all of this. And with Cash App, I like that you don't have to have a lot of money in your pocket. You can just basically send people money back and forth. And that is a really good thing. Because these days, nobody likes carrying money anymore. So the invention of this is great for everyone, and it's also safe. One other thing I need to mention is online banking is what I also rely on. Online banking is very important to me because it shows everything that I have in my account. And I understand what is going on when I'm doing online banking. I can transfer funds very easy. And for me, since I seem to mix up my money, it comes in handy right away. And online banking is important to everyone. That is why a lot of people have online banking. You can deposit checks in it very fast. You don't have to go back and forth to the bank anymore. Well, that was the interview about my life with a disability. I hope everyone learned a few things about people with disability. Well, I know this episode on disabilities with people was very interesting, and I hope everyone got a lot of information out of here to benefit them in understanding disabilities with technology. Another thing, even though you have a disability, does not mean you can't be successful in whatever you're trying to do. These technologies has made it very possible, and I can speak truth to that. The reason is I do have a disability. I have a reading comprehension problem, which is also dyslexia, and I have used these technologies to improve my life. So it makes it seem like I don't have a disability. And for a lot of other people, they see the same thing. So technology is very important. And that is why I did this topic on disability with technology, because I know for a fact that some people don't realize this. So I want to share my point of view on technology with disabilities. One last thing, remember to support Black business owners and people with disabilities. Thank you for listening to Consulting Between Friends. Consulting Between Friends is available on Google Podcasts and Spotify, as well other platforms that are available. So like and subscribe. Need to contact us and leave us a comment? You can find us on Instagram at Consulting the letter B Friends. Once again, Consulting B Friends on Instagram. And email address is consultingbfriends@gmail.com. Once again, consultingbfriends@gmail.com. Consulting Between Friends. Thanks to everyone for making this possible. Your host, Michael Holmes Jr. and co-host Shay R. Jones. Your producer and content creator, Michael Holmes Jr. Artwork cover, Michael Holmes Jr. Original music, a DJ name / references from American of the Blind on Braille devices, Health.com on hearing aid, Content Distributor, Power 77 Radio.